Congresswoman Nancy Mace here. I'm in front of Trump Tower today, and I remember in 2015 when President Trump announced his run. I was one of his earliest supporters. I actually worked for the campaign in 2016. I worked in 7 different states across the country to help get him elected. I supported him again in 2020 because of policies I believed in. He brought American jobs back. He lowered our taxes, wages, and employment were better for every hardworking American in our country. He made America safer, and he took on China directly. And America was stronger all around the world. And quite frankly, freedom and democracy was stronger all around the world. And these are things I still believe in today, policies I believe in and continue to. As a strong fiscal conservative, I believe in putting America first. I believe in putting our country back on the path to prosperity. But Nancy Pelosi would love nothing more than to win this seat back. If you want to lose this seat once again in midterm election cycle to Democrats, then my opponent is more than qualified to do just that.
I'm here in front of Trump Tower, and he just called me an a-hole. I love him anyway. So that, you guys know, as I mentioned, is Nancy Mace. She's facing Katie Arrington, who is the person that she referenced, that if you would like to lose the seat, go ahead and vote for her. Donald Trump thinks so as well. So he just endorsed her a day before Mace went and did that in front of Trump Tower. So on Wednesday, he endorsed her, Katie Arrington, and she's challenging her for the Charleston-based 1st Congressional District. So she was standing in Manhattan. Mace recorded this video and described herself as one of Trump's earliest supporters, as you heard her, and someone who traveled to 7 states to campaign for him and was a strong proponent of all of his policies. That sounds like someone you think he would continue to keep around, maybe endorse one more time. But she kind of made this fatal mistake of telling the truth this one time. Let's watch.
Now, you've been direct in calling out President Trump's role in inciting his supporters last week. And so my question to you is, should there be accountability and consequences for those actions? If so, what?
Yeah, absolutely. There should be accountability for those actions from the president on down. And it wasn't just the president that enabled this violence to happen, that incited it. I mean, there were, if you watch the speeches or read the transcripts from the speeches that day, if you look at the rhetoric after the November election leading up to it, especially ratcheting up in the last 7 to 10 days. I mean, someone threatened to shoot me on social media over my desire to, my intention to vote to certify what should have been a ceremonial vote to certify the Electoral College. We've got to hold not just the president accountable, but all of the participants that participated in this charade.
Did you guys notice when she was telling the truth there about January 6th and her and fellow colleagues and Donald Trump specifically, she was a lot more smoother. She had things that she was saying that she meant. In that first video in front of Trump Tower, she stumbled a little bit. She's trying to figure out ways to make sure she still pleases him, because that's unnatural. By the way, it's not the only time she told the truth, because she didn't realize telling the truth would get her in the doghouse. Here she is again.
I will tell you, for me as a new member, it was enormously disappointing. I literally had to walk through a crime scene where that young woman was shot and killed to get into the chamber to vote that night to certify what was supposed to be a ceremonial vote to certify the Electoral College. And yet my colleagues continued to object. And they knew this was a failing motion. These objections were not going to work, and they were unconstitutional. And so it is enormously disappointing. It's one of the reasons I've been such a strong voice to point out the lies that have happened. Congress had no business overturning the Electoral College, and neither did the vice president. We have reconciliation that needs to happen within our own party. We need to rebuild the Republican Party.
Way too much honesty in that answer there too. And now it's the whole Republican Party. Anybody who backs with Trump needs to go ahead and fix our party, because this is a disaster. Now, Ricky, before I let you jump in here, after all that loyalty she broke down, 2015, ran to 7 states, I did all this for him. This is part of Trump's statement. It is an endorsement for Katie Arrington. Katie Arrington is running against an absolute terrible candidate, Congressman Nancy Mace, whose remarks and attitude have been devastating for her community and not at all representative of the Republican Party, to which she has been very disloyal, he said in that statement. So Katie Arrington, on the other hand, is liked and respected and a true Republican. Now, I want you guys to think about that. Anytime he says someone is disloyal or they're doing things bad for the country, it means disloyal to me and doing things bad to me. He thinks he's the country. He thinks loyalty only lies with him. Rick?
So I know it feels like forever ago, but if we could go back to the first video, this literally feels like in a 1990s rom-com when the person just got broken up with and they're outside of that person's home, throwing rocks at the window, saying, please take me back. Please take me back. All I want, I'm gonna go over my credentials and my track record. I know I'm losing everything, Donald. Please take me back. It's a pathetic way of going about it, but it's also modern day republicanism. Like, can you imagine if someone were to go outside of like Nancy Pelosi's house and being like, I'm so sorry, Nancy. I'm so sorry. I said those terrible things about you having a $1 million refrigerator. Like, no, we can't possibly see that.
Well, yeah, well, that's not what's usually is demanded upon. So this is an illustration. I think as far as this goes, she's looking to still pilfer his supporters.
Definitely.
Even though she knows that he's through with her. He's done. This was, by the way, you guys, Nancy Mace just won in 2020. This is just now in the first 2 years, he just endorsed her. So the only thing that could have possibly changed, because we know it's not policy, is that she said they should have certified the election and the Republican Party needs to get their act together.
Right.
She said.
Right, and also remember in that election that she had, she barely won that seat. She won by just over a point. So like this is the interesting thing for like leftists is like, well, clearly we despise her, but she did the bare minimum of saying, well, J6 was bad and the president should be held accountable.
Question about January 6th. Do you think it was a mistake for Kevin McCarthy to remove all of the Republicans off the January 6th committee once Pelosi took off Jim Banks and Jim Jordan?
You know what I think? I think the American people are fed up with this over-dramatization of a riot that happened here at the Capitol one time. You know what they care about? They care about the border that's getting invaded. They care about the gas prices they can't afford, the food prices they're about to not be able to afford. And they're sick and tired of the drama from all of you people that run around the Capitol, and that's all you want to talk about. If you want to get outside of the city and come to my district and talk to real Americans, you're going to hear a totally different story. They are sick and tired of January 6th. It's over, okay? It was a riot. It was horrible. I hated it. I was shocked. It was a terrible experience. People are rotting in jail pre-trial because they've been arrested for it. Why don't you go to the jail and visit those people? Everyone's being prosecuted that should be prosecuted. Why don't you care about things that people honestly care about instead of continuing on with this, okay? Go ask about BLM and Antifa rioters. See if they're
So there's Marjorie Taylor Greene continuing to rant as she closed the elevator doors on herself. Talking to a reporter who was asking about the January 6th situation because she's still supporting the folks that carried it out. So if you don't want to talk about it, maybe stop endorsing them. She did tweet that video out with trying to do some more clout chasing because that's what she does, along with this caption. Look at this. Full video of what I said about January 6th. Every week the press asks Republicans divisive questions about each other like this, trying to get me to say something bad or criticize GOP leader, which is Kevin McCarthy. Then only report a twisted soundbite of our words. I'm not playing the game anymore. So you guys heard what she said. You saw what she tweeted, and she said she's giving the full details of what she said to this reporter who's gonna cut out my language. I don't know if you looked so good there because Scott Wong, who then tweeted because he was the reporter there, Trump loyalist Marjorie Taylor Greene said Democrats and the media need to get over January 6th. I did hear her say that. The American people are fed up with this over dramatization of a riot that happened here at the Capitol one time, which he capitalized one time because she paused and said it with effect and also put up her one finger. Also, they're sick and tired of January 6th. It's over, okay? Sounds like he quoted exactly what she said in that video where she's gonna give the full context of what she really said. So it seems she wasn't misquoted at all. Let's watch this.
American people are fed up with this over-dramatization of a riot that happened here at the Capitol one time. You know what they care about? They care about the border that's getting invaded. They care about the gas prices they can't afford, the food prices they're about to not be able to afford. And they're sick and tired of the drama from all of you people that run around the Capitol, and that's all you want to talk about. If you want to get outside of the city and come to my district and talk to real Americans, you're going to hear a totally different story. They are sick and tired of January 6th. It's over, okay?
Well, the real Americans that apparently still care about whether or not they were trying to usurp democracy or take it over or shut down a democratically elected president, they still kind of care about him, but she doesn't care about those Americans, Francesca.
Yeah, what about the Americans in her district trying to prevent her from actually running again for Congress because of what she did on January 6th? I love that she says that she hated it. I hated it, like.
Yeah.
Like she's talking about like a colonoscopy, like, but you had to do it, but I hated it. No, I didn't like it. But like, here's the thing. We all saw that photo of her on January 6th as Congress is basically in a bunker, like they're in hiding. She's smiling. She is smiling. I believe there's someone was trying to hand her a mask. Of course, her mask is down. She's having a fine time because she knew this was gonna happen. Like, I also finally, guys, I mean, honestly, are we really still talking about 9/11? Like it happened one time. Like Pearl Harbor happened one time. Ugh.